VTNR stock, Vertex Energy Inc., currently up 523%, despite this retracement from this high of $13.23 as at the end of June 2021. So this high, it reached this high when it announced that it was acquiring or is going to acquire Shell's mobile refinery. Okay, so but what is certain is that also this company is now transitioning into waste oil refining, which has higher margins than the regular refining operations. Okay, the company projects 2022 revenue of between 2.4 to $2.5 billion, a value that is nearly 9 times what it currently has, or rather 9 times its current market capitalization. Its market capitalization is $301 million, so 2.4 billion to 2.5 billion is almost 9 times its market capitalization. So these are some of the things certain market participants will be looking at, some of these fundamentals. Okay, and then we have this report from Credit Suisse concerning Vertex. You can say transition should drive earnings growth. So they have initiated a $13 price target. So VTNR is in the process of selling its legacy business, motor oil collection and recycling assets, to become a renewable diesel producer. So in their opinion, this opportunity not only implies significant earnings growth potential, but it should also drive meaningful multiple expansion. So they estimate once the mobile refinery reaches its targeted renewable diesel production capacity of 14 million barrels per day mid 2023, and the Myrtle Grove pre-treatment unit is online year end of 2023, VTNR's recycled or renewable diesel business will generate EBITDA of $195 million, with an upside blue sky case of up to $295 million. So the catalyst for this re-rating is that they believe a conventional petroleum refinery so they believe that as conventional petroleum refineries start to pivot to renewable diesel, they will experience multiple expansion, and they are currently witnessing with another firm, Calumet, and Calumet now trades at 6.7 times its 2024 earnings consensus EBITDA, while VTNR currently is at 1.97. So you can see that since this firm is at 6.7 and VTNR is at 1.997 at the moment, there's evidently, or rather you can see what the direction is possibly going to be. So the second catalyst is the closing sale of the motor oil collection and recycling assets, as this helps with balancing the $75 million in cash outflows associated with the purchase of that refinery it purchased from Shell. So versus the $90 million in cash inflows associated with the divestiture. So if you want this report, you can leave a comment in the description box below and you have it. Okay, so we can see evidently, yes, the stock over the last 10 trading sessions, you can see that this is what's going on. Over the last 10 trading sessions, it's been quite bullish, even though of late as at the last trading session, the 13th, it began to retrace, and I think it's slightly up in this pre-market session, up 1.19%. So the pre-market is about 13 minutes in. So, but over the here on its daily chart, we can see that yes, it has been retracing, but because of this huge gains it made as at end of May, beginning from the end of May, which also ended by the end of June. So within 1 month period, it has ensured that its underlying trend still remains bullish. So its underlying trend still remains bullish. So since all of that retracement, this is the first time since since the 1st of January, so 1st of December last year, that it has now began to at least sufficiently. Okay, well, this is the first time it has sufficiently, sufficiently established its position above its 50-day moving average. You can see that this is the first time it has never really done that. The first time it ever did was way back in mid last year, or rather, yes, all the way back to the first time it was sufficiently above its 50-day moving average was all the way back in, yes, middle of May last year. So it has now come back now. Has come back now. With short interest, we can see what's going on here is about 29% or thereabout. Let's see, 29%. So 29.63%. Yes, on the dark pool is at 41.12%. So, and it has 1.6 million shares available to be shorted that can be borrowed. So according to the folks at Schaefer's Investment Research, okay, so since what killed some of the stock's momentum was a delay in the closure of that deal with Shell after an initial date was announced. With the acquisition now expected to close, these guys at Credit Suisse are saying that it was going to close probably sometime in October of this year, 2022. That's when they're expecting this deal with Shell to be completely sealed. So with the acquisition now expected to close in the first quarter of this year, that's okay. These guys are saying first quarter of this year. Schaefer's Investment Research are saying first quarter of this year. Credit Suisse are probably saying it's sometime in late next year. So late this year, third quarter of this year. So tailwinds could kickstart the stock, since there were no bullish catalysts in the fall. Okay, short sellers and bears have taken the control with the short interest. Okay, increasing since then. Evidently, yes, the short interest, as I indicated earlier on, is about 29% or more. Okay, making the stock a prime short squeeze candidate to start 2022. Okay, the $4 level. Okay, according to them, the $4 level, that's it here. You see, this $4 level appears to be a stable floor for the shares as well. So this means that this means that when the deal is completed, the bullish catalyst will be that that VTNR has become a heavily shorted stock with a technical support in place, and also with resounding fundamentals in place as well. So let's go ahead and see what's going on with some of these other indicators here. Momentum is, according to this daily chart, is indicating the stock is currently I think it's overbought at the moment, based on this 14-period slow stochastic oscillator. Okay, MACD, I believe, is above the signal line. RSI is also strongly bullish, I think, but momentum is acquisition and distribution is looking like it's also improving. So we can see what the readout is saying down here. It says that it appears to be the stock, VTNR stock, it appears to be improving within a longer term upwards trend, although it's presently below the 200-day moving average. That moving average is rising due to prior gains in VTNR stock. Additionally, the MACD histogram, which is used to measure the near-term trend, is above zero. It's also outperforming the S&P 500. Momentum, as measured by 14-period slow stochastic oscillator, is waning. Okay, it's waning, even though it's waning within an overbought condition. This means that investors are less aggressive in their recent purchases and may even be taking profits in positions bought at lower prices. The unbalanced volume indicator is bullish. The stop open indicator is positive and suggests that buyers are presently more active than sellers. So buyers are presently more active than sellers, but not as aggressive as they were before, as it concerns VTNR stock. So in the next 10 trading sessions, we expect VTNR to reach up to $5.73. So in the very short term, our target for VTNR is 5.73. Short term, as in 10 days. So we'll continue to update you as it concerns VTNR stock. We can also see that option traders are pricing in a move towards $750 going by this open interest of this January 21 call series. So yeah, You can see that there's optimism there, even though the buyers are currently not as aggressive as they were before, but the optimism is there. Okay, I think this is amongst other things why we can see, yes, you can see that this slight retracement may be the reason why you can be said that they're not as aggressive as they were before. So our target is 5.73 in the very short time. See what you make of VTNR stock, and thank you very much for watching this video.